Welcome to the battle of the 50-year-olds. Robby Robinson and Dexter the Blade Jackson. Hard to believe that these guys are fit. Oh, wait a second now. Somebody is playing a nasty trick on me. They switched the pitchers. Both of these guys are probably in their 20s in these two pitchers. Hard to say, maybe 30s. But anyway, guys, it was me. I was acting a fool. Not that there's any difference between these two versions, and boom, these two versions. Both Robby and Dexter are 50 years old in these pictures. That is just unbelievable. I'm sure most of us 30-something-year-olds would look at these physiques and say, "Ooh, I wish I looked like that when I was 50. Actually, I would have to improve tenfold in 10 years or so to look like this when I'm 50. I'm almost 40 in a couple of years. Anyway, guys, enough about my age. It's all about these two and their ages. This is just incredible. I didn't think anybody could stand toe-to-toe with Dexter Jackson at 50 years of age, but Robby Robinson is proving that he does look fantastic. I mean, you look deep, and this thin skin and conditioning. Dexter does have an edge. And he does have the lag size and the delts, of course. Perhaps the chest. But Robby has the flow because, of course, he has the better midsection. Look at that. So that does create an entire flow. So it is a comparable little matchup. Let's begin with a front double bicep pose. And for those of you who thought this was going to be a walk in the park for Dexter Jackson, think again, guys. Those biceps and triceps of Robby Robinson are world class. Of course, Dexter Jackson's biceps, some of the best in the business, in the industry. The waistline, I think, saves Robby Robinson from a loss in this one. He's got a longer set of legs and a shorter torso, so these guys are not built exactly the same height, I can imagine, around the same weight. But having said that, it's a tight decision in the front double bicep, I'm here to tell you. Front lat spread. And like I said, for those of you who thought Dexter Jackson was just going to take this one easy, think again, guys. Robby Robinson, the only thing wrong with him, his pec is a little bit unsymmetrical. And keep in mind, guys, I am speaking as a very picky judge here. Dexter Jackson, his midsection is a little bit distended, and he did fix it, but it's still, and compared to Robby Robinson and his V-taper, it's just not even a matchup here. Dexter Jackson's lats are non-symmetrical, so that doesn't even pay any mind to Robby Robinson's unsymmetrical pecs. When Dexter's lats are unsymmetrical, it's a knockout shot. Robby Robinson, maybe not as conditioned as Dexter. Of course, Dexter's thin skin, that's pretty hard to beat. But in my opinion, Robby Robinson is taking this shot. Of course, the side chest. This is a Robby Robinson pose back in the day, but Dexter Jackson, probably one of the best in the history of bodybuilding. Hard to get the sizes correctly as we only had the upper bodies. Keep in mind, Dexter's upper body is probably longer, so I should have made him a little bit larger. Having said that, those delts of Dexter and the pec display itself, pretty hard to beat. Actually, this has got me thinking. Let's go back and have another shot of these two in their primes, and I have to say they are very comparable indeed when it comes to the pecs, the arms, the delts. It's obvious Dexter has a bigger, better set of delts. Of course, Robby may have a thicker pec, but this is not the matchup. I was just curious. No side tricep, so let's roll right on into the back developments. And in his day, Robby Robinson had an amazing rear lat spread, and I mean just amazing. Those traps were so separated, they would match that of Dexter the Blade Jackson. Of course, Dexter, when you look at the glutes, things of that nature, it's really his shot, for sure. But I'm here to tell you, Robby never really had striated glutes, so he didn't get any worse. He looks fantastic here. For a 50-year-old man, look at the lower traps, actually. He's probably beating Dexter in that aspect, that region. But nothing doing, guys. Dexter has this one. The rear double bicep, however, anytime you put the biceps into the equation, Robby Robinson, let's face it, guys, he's gonna shine. He has perhaps the best set of biceps triceps combination in bodybuilding history. Of course, Dexter, he's gonna always be winning in the glutes, hamstrings, things of that nature. But I have to tell you, I might even go with Robby just because of the arms. And I know, I usually say I always focus just on the back development alone. But clearly, Robby has just as good as traps, his outer lats, the lower back, things of that nature. For Dexter, better. Of course, the hamstrings do look good for Robby. But those arms, guys, look at them. Mind-blowing. Might even give a political decision here and give this one to Robby. But I don't know. Let's leave it a little inconclusive. I keep looking at the glutes and think to myself, no, Dexter has this one, Mark. Anyway, we'll finish up with a 50-year-old most muscular. This is 100 years of most musculars here, just in 2 physiques. Just incredible. Dexter Jackson. Hard to beat those big traps, the way they bulge. Robby looks good, though, when you look at his arms. Robby Robinson, Dexter Jackson, 50 years of age, guys. What can I say? Does this look like 50-year-old athletes to you guys? Doesn't to me. Like I said earlier, I wish I looked like this when I was 50, but I would have to improve, let's face it. And at the end of the day, I guess if I had to make a decision on this, Dexter the Blade Jackson would get the win. But I'm here to tell you, Robby fought him on this. He won the front lat spread. He may have won the front double bi. Dexter took the side chest and perhaps both back shots. But it was debatable in the rear double bi, I'm here to tell you. Most muscular, clinched it for Dexter, in my opinion. Guys, let's just reflect. These two are 50 years old. Nobody in the history of bodybuilding could ever compete with these two dudes at this age. Well, I would be remiss if I didn't show a picture of this guy, because I know everybody, all you diehard fans, were mentioning his name under your breath this whole video, but this is a little bit unfair. This is Albert Beckles, but he is not 50, he is 60 years old here. I'm just going to leave you guys with that and let you guys think about that for a while for the rest of the day. Hope you enjoyed this 50-year-old comparison. If you did, hit a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Have a great day.